Okay, we should be live. I'm going to make sure everything is working, and then we can get started. Okay, it seems like it is working. We've been having some issues lately starting, but it looks like we'll be good today. All right, we should be good. So we've got weeks 12 and 13 today. We've got a potentially interesting slate of games after what was an interesting trade deadline with a lot of action. I've been doing like trade stuff for the last 2 hours. I kid you not. I thought I was going to have time to get through most of my voiceover for the video tonight while getting all the trades done and starting at a reasonable time. That didn't happen. But here we are. Let's go to SGYT, Pepperjack, Pokemon, MP, Nick, C-Mill. Want to show me my re-signings? I can do that real quick, yes. Any reaction to the firing of Gerard Gallant? I don't know who that is. I can't give you a reaction because I don't know who that person is. 90 overall. Yeah, how's your team at 90 and mine's an 86? I would say our rosters are equal. How am I only an 86? I don't get that. I cooked at the trade deadline, okay? I should not be an 86. He's, I assume, New York Rangers head coach. That would explain why I don't know who he is. What is your overall? I would assume if Dallas is a 90, you're probably a 92. 90 is in 90, and then 2 is in TOO, not a 92. Although it could be a 92. 88. How is Dallas higher than the Bills? Oh well, it's not a big deal. Why don't we just show everybody's overall ratings? How about that? Because everybody's rosters have changed a lot. You were cooking at the deadline. Yeah, but did you cook as much as I did? I don't know if anyone cooked as much as I did. Because I cooked. How are the Texans only an 83? It feels kind of low. Denver is lower than Portland. What roster is Mercy Mercado on? He is with the Columbus Explorers. How'd y'all let Octi get... I cannot speak. How'd y'all let Octi get 4 first-round picks? To be fair, those picks are all next year. I only have 1 this year, but it is currently in the top 10. So... yeah, let me cook. I don't even remember which 4 firsts I have next year. I have both the Eagles and the Golden Eagles, I think. Mexico, Philly, the Rams, and ours. Okay, I mean, those are 4 good teams, but it's still 4 ones. So I'll take it. But I traded a bunch of mid-round picks, although it was worth it. I made my team better. Siri, give me a number between -14 and -13. -14.
-14.
That's us. Cool. JoJo Early would be wide receiver 2. I went through the depth charts of team... What the... Oh, yeah, I don't have a free safety. That's right. Because I traded away Nick Cross. All my safeties are strong safeties. I also only had 3 receivers. Matt Corral is my wide receiver 6. So although I cooked at the deadline, my receiving depth is not very good. We're going to have Isaiah Likely on the field a lot more now, which I don't mind. I like Isaiah Likely. Yeah, we'll make Merrick the 3 safety, and hopefully this doesn't mess up my entire depth chart. It didn't mess up my offensive depth chart. Okay, that looks fine. Okay, yeah. I wanted to make sure these two were my sub linebackers. Sorry, Kenneth Murray. I hate to hurt his development, but I'm trying to go for a chip. Having Derwin and Jamal in the middle is absolutely filthy. Okay, Dallas is going with the alternate classics, so I can't really wear white. I usually wear white when I am the user, so I kind of want to change it up. Go with the normal stuff. Octi should be the coach / GM. I am. Everyone's the coach and the GM of their team. That's how it works. Okay. I mean, I guess I could wear white, but I feel like it would make more sense to wear, orange. Yeah, they're not, all white, but there's a lot of white. So, just so it doesn't get any confusing, I kind of want to go orange. Do we have orange pants by pants? By chance. I don't think so. We can just go with, that looks good, the blacks. All right, perfect. We have made it to Thanksgiving. The trade deadline is passed. And now we are all hands on deck for the final third of the season. And we've got a big-time rivalry, the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys, the two coaches who have been here since day one. Nick and I have had many great battles over the years. Oftentimes, I won. But I have not beaten Nick since OFL 20. We played against each other once in 21 and once in 22. He won both times. So I have not beat him since OFL 20. So I'm kind of looking for a win against him. And we kind of just could use a win anyway, considering we're only one game over Baltimore in the division. So not only is this a rivalry game, but this is pretty important for both teams, considering they're both good. They had orange pants. Well, these jerseys look fine as is, so. Bro ain't beat Nick since COVID's peak. It's been a while. Although I did beat him a lot in OFL 20, considering we were in the same division, and I feel like I won more of those battles than he did. Let's see the offense. Matt Corral leading the way. I would say our offense actually got a little bit worse at the trade deadline. We lost Colton Miller. We lost Rashad Bateman. And we have lesser players there. So the offense is honestly worse. I really only cooked on defense. But that's because I trust Matt Corral and the guys we have to play just fine. I feel like Nick has lost to Matt Corral before. And Nick has lost with Matt Corral before. That's a good start. Nice work by JMO. This better be a good game. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah, Kevin, your depth chart is fine. I went through all the teams who made trades because this game is stupid. But yeah, I think Chase Claypool's an 88 at tight end. So obviously the game is going to start him there. And then I think your defense is pretty much how you would have probably wanted it to be. I would think they made Josh Sweat the starter too. Doink. That was risky. I want Matt Corral to win us this game, but I also kind of want to see us run the ball a little bit. We just don't run the ball in watch games. Boink. And it's picked off. It's basically an arm punt, but still an interception nonetheless. Who's 12? Oh, is that Sauce? Sauce Gardner with the interception. Nice hands, T. Higgins. What was he doing? He could have caught that. Way to hurt our quarterback stats. The interception itself isn't really a big deal, but it hurts Matt's MVP chances. So, womp womp. All right, here's Joe Burrow. He's thrown a lot of interceptions this year, 14. I would love nothing more than a Chidobe Awuzie pick six in his Bengals debut. Please. Did you win? We started this stream 5 minutes ago. So, no, you have not won, or lost, or played. Okay, can we, not let this guy run our team over, please? I beg. Are you sure it's the O-line? Because my defense now is Tank Lawrence, Derwin James, and Chidobe Awuzie. So I would hope our run defense makes plays. Boink. Make this quick. Nobody cares about the fraud first-round exit Bengals. I agree. I hope it's quick, too. That could have been a pick six. My teacher took my phone until Monday. Is that legal? It shouldn't be legal. I think it is, but that's like, it shouldn't be legal. I don't think teachers should be allowed to take people's property. Especially for a whole weekend. That's like stupid. But I don't think it's illegal. As dumb as it is. Shouldn't that be like theft? Just like we're going to steal this win away from the Cowboys? The best defensive back on both teams are Charger legends. That's true. Sauce and Derwin. I think Derwin's like my highest rated player, period, now. Look at Corral weaving through the pressure, and he connects with Jamison Williams, I think. That looks like JMO. Yeah, that is JMO. Who's doing the mannequin challenge now. Let Matt Corral cook in the pocket. What a baller. Can we give Joe the ball, though? Please? Good. See, good things happen when you run the ball. Strong gain of 9. Let's run it again. Looks like we have 2 or 3 tight ends on the field, and we're throwing it. Why? We just get the first. You know what? Don't listen to me. Everything I say, just disregard. That's going to be a late hit. Halfway to the goal line. Bang! Good play by T. Higgins, who was completely wide open. Who was covering him? And now the Bengals have it at the 9. Who do you play this stream? Let's check the schedule. Let's take a look. Week 12, you play the Cougars. That's a tough game. And then week 13, I don't see you guys, so I assume you have a bye week. Bro just pushed him. Yeah, that's a late hit. When he's out of bounds and gets pushed, it's a late hit. Going under 6.5, Joe Mixon, first half rushing attempts. Yeah, I would hammer the under, knowing this team. There's 3. That should not have been positive yards. Oh, that's 4. Oh, okay. Never mind. Late. That was clearly a late hit. When he's out of bounds, he's a defenseless player. Wide open, boom. Jamison Williams with the touchdown from Matt Corral. And the Bengals are on top. Do you want to look at that play again? I can prove to you that it was a late hit. We probably would have scored anyway. But if I can see the highlight... oh, I don't think I can. That's lame. That's the one highlight I can't see. We get to see Doug Edert kick because my kicker is injured. EA hiding their buy. Let me look at the play on stream again. That was a clear late hit. Yeah, he was like 2 or 3 steps out and then just got hit. That's a penalty. What do you rate my deadline? I don't know if I would have gone all in, but at least you picked a direction. And I thought the moves themselves were fine. So, especially in a division that like sucks. So I guess I kind of get it. Could your team beat like the 5-seeded like Titans or something in the first round, or probably the 5-seeded Patriots in the first round? I guess they could. There's a nice play. Who's 11? Oh, that's Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams wears 11 and Derwin James wears 14. I'm probably going to change that. Can I trade you laptops? I don't need a laptop. What? Boom. Good play. Rate my deadline. I mean, you only made one deal, but I would say it was a pretty good one. Again, going all in, which makes sense for a team who's 9-1. 3rd and 12. There's your screenplay, and it actually almost worked. Is Chidobe 22? That looks like Chidobe's equipment. Yup! Chidobe Awuzie with the play in his Bengal debut. This is a good start. It's early. Not going to get ahead of myself. But this is a good start. It's not over. We're 7 minutes in. We're up by 1 possession. Let's not get crazy. Although I'm impressed with our new look defense so far. They look good. Okay, I like that we at least tried to run the ball, even if we didn't gain anything. We tried. That's all that matters. Another run. Oh my goodness, we're actually trying to run the ball. I don't believe it. I would assume we won't here. We're running a lot of 12 personnel today. I mean, I guess that's fine. I like having Isaiah Likely on the field. And we're going to get 3 and outed. Womp womp. How has Mr. Justin Taylor done this year? He's had some good games, and he's on a very good team. But he's been, I would say, mostly inconsistent. Although he's had some good moments. And he'll certainly be playing in January. Because the Golden Eagles have a real shot to clinch the division like as soon as today. So Dallas will get it back. Let's see if the defense can get another stand here. I like that we're focusing on stopping the run. If Dallas offense succeeds today, I would rather it be because they threw the ball well. I don't want to get ran through by Nick Chubb. Good first quarter. The Bengals lead 7-0. The defense looks good. The offense, I mean, they had one good drive. That's more than Dallas can say. 2nd and 7. Oh, that was a pick 6. And that was Awuzie, too, I think, because he had the black sleeve. I think Chidobe has the one black sleeve. I would have gone nuts if Chidobe made that play. Please get the stop. Ooh, that's close. I think he did. Yup. He got the stop. That was Chidobe Awuzie and 26. Who's 26? Terrion Arnold. Why is Terrion Arnold on the field? I mean, good play, I guess. I can't get too mad, but why is he on the field? I have like 3 or 4 better safeties. What if I would not believe you with this bad Roblox girl. Okay, I would believe it now, but that's like negative. You have like negative virginity, if that makes sense. It probably is. I hope it was a 50-year-old man. Okay, maybe not. That seems kind of weird now that I say it. But, like, jeez. Titus Howard is hurt. That's not ideal. I like that we're trying to run the ball. Again. Roblox sex is not justified. Are you kidding? That's negative sex. It's not justified. At all. He's throwing 3-yard checkdowns to the other team. Yeah, and the other team's dropping it. Of course, Sauce makes the nice interception, but our defense can't catch a cold. I like that we're trying to run the ball, but maybe we're running it a little too much. Corral under pressure. Good play. That's going to be a first. Over to Brock Bowers, who, if you can't tell, by the way, he has superstar development. I was kind of hoping he would have X Factor, so I'm honestly a little bit disappointed, but superstar is still pretty good, so I can't get too upset. Raheem Axon is also a starter now. That's fun, as Corral is sacked by TJ. Turned down for what? You know a thing or two about negative sex. There's a difference between never having it and then having Roblox sex. Like, I would rather just never have it. There's another one for TJ Watt. He's probably in the zone now. That's not good. Yeah, okay. Can, like, our right tackle wake up? Is this TJ versus JJ? No, because JJ retired. What the hell? That's 3 straight sacks for him. Good lord. That's not good. How do we get him out of the zone? Whatever that is, do what you gotta do. Wow, holy hell, what a punt. That was a long one from Johnny Hecker. That's what she said. Owner of Matt Corral. Matt Corral's team is winning. I don't think TJ Watt owns anyone. Just a thought. Joe Burrow on fraud watch. He's not already a fraud? Get him, big fella. Good play. Mike Evans is hurt. Oh. That's significant. Can we send pressure like they did? Come on, Chase. Oh, God. He's launching a prayer. What was those ball skills? He, like, ran away from the ball as Godwin went down to catch it. What is he doing? Isn't that what Mike Evans is supposed to do, first off? Second of all, who is that? I need to see this again. One. I think Jalen Petre's one. Did he catch that with one hand, too? Why did he, like, go away from the ball? Jeez. Why is Jalen Petre back deep anyway? He's not even one of my starting safeties. I guess Derwin might have been a linebacker. Maybe that's why. That would explain it. That was still bad, though. Maybe we should have kept Nick Cross. We're going to stop here on the goal line. If we can stop him to a field goal, I'll be good. Keep the lead. Third and goal. They're going to throw it. Well, yeah, obviously. Burrow's the only one in the backfield. And we lead the middle of the end zone wide open, and I don't know why. Greg Dulcich comes down with the touchdown. I feel like if they're going to throw the ball, we should, like, cover the shallow middle of the end zone. Just a thought. Sam Cass, I have to text my Roblox girlfriend daily. Are you sure Hector isn't hacking you? How do you think our season will end? Well, mathematically, it will probably end in a playoff loss. So, I'm going to say that. I feel like every team in watch games runs, like, too much, like, off coverage. It's like we're all the 2022 Minnesota Vikings. It's so annoying. It's like Ed Donatel is the defensive coordinator for every single team. Why are we ignoring the fact? We do not ignore the fact that Danny E dates. That's just as bad. We do not ignore that. Do you think I'll still end up with a playoff spot? Considering the division's pretty bad, yeah. What was that? I mean, Minnesota could certainly win that division. It wouldn't shock me. So worried about rack yards. I would be worried about the receiver catching the ball. But that's just me. 3rd and 7. Do not get sacked. I don't care if you throw a pick. And he throws a pick. Okay, you know what? I would rather he have gotten sacked. Now that I say that. Greg Newsom with the pick six. How come their defensive backs have hands and ours don't? How does that work? That was all because of TJ Watt sending the pressure. He had to get rid of it. He should not have thrown that pass. But can we, like, stop TJ Watt, please? I would rather Dallas win, not because of TJ Watt having 4.5 sacks. I've dealt with our DBs having brick hands. Yeah, but when it affects me, I don't like it. Without Newsom, Hector isn't a Viking. That's true. So I guess I kind of owe Newsom. That's going to be probably on us. Woohoo. I enjoyed when we were winning with the ball. That was fun. Tingus Pingus. Matt Corral's like a top 3 MVP candidate. I don't think he's on fraud watch. It's not his fault that our right tackle is a revolving door. Can we just get him out of the zone, please? We're not going to be able to do anything with him in the zone, so he needs to get rid of the ball quick. Like, just like that. Perfect. My right tackle was Titus Howard. I don't know if he's came back. I would guess J.C. Latham is probably the new one, who I just traded for an hour ago. TJ was not in the zone anymore. Thank you, Jesus. Now we can actually try to do something. Can you reveal the thought process of giving me the first pick in the fantasy draft? You see how it works is I clicked the start fantasy draft button, and your team had the first pick. So that was the thought process. Want Deion Dawkins or Paris Jones? The trade deadline's like over. So no. Imagine not having a rookie right tackle that's good. My rookie right tackle's like an 80 overall. He should be good. But instead, his first Bengal impression is getting rocked by TJ Watt. Good job to get rid of it. That would have been a loss of like 12. How was he out of the zone? I think it was because we got the first down. I feel like that's not long enough, or that's like too easy to get him out. But he's still like... They still like directly caused Dallas to get 14 points out of it, out of him being in the zone. Bronny is going to USC. The game is already lost. Well, how about this? Since you're already sad, how about the game makes you more sad? And we win. Please. Dallas starts with the ball in the second half, too. This could go downhill quick. Can we, like, force a turnover, please? Turnover, turnover, turnover. That's not a turnover. I have 2 tabs open. Guess the... I do not want to guess the other one. I'm not going to do that. Can we, like, send pressure, too? He has, like, so much space. It's like he has his own bubble. On that play, he had, like, 10 yards every direction. Why are they calling timeouts? I'm not complaining, but why are they doing that? Joe Burrow has, like, such a clean pocket, and he's, like, not doing anything with it. Now, it looks like they're already basically in Hail Mary formation. And they're still going to score. Wait, what just happened? Oh, I pressed circle by accident. Oh, so I just helped Dallas get to the line super quickly. Why aren't they spiking? They should spike and kick a field goal. Let him down. Oh, wait, no, that's fine. That's fine. They're not going to score. That's fine. Okay. Good. Good. We're down by 1 score. I'll take it. Joe Burrow is, like, throwing. He has so much time to get rid of the ball. This new offensive line is doing wonders for him. And he's not doing anything with it. Okay, the last 5 minutes have been a disaster. We have to wake up now. Cannot afford to go down 2 possessions. Can I run OCAA for 1 season? If Boomy is going to let you, you can do it. But I don't think he is. And he's making the draft classes, so it's his choice. Octi bribed Burrow. I can't bribe a video game character, unfortunately. If I could, I would bribe the officials and, like, TJ Watt. Because I already know Joe Burrow's going to be mid. So I'm going to try to bribe the people who actually might make us lose. That's not good. At least Nick Chubb's averaging under 3 yards a carry. I'll take that. Not good. That's not good. Okay, that's also not good. Yeah, realistically, we kind of could use a turnover here. But Joe Burrow's getting the ball out fast. And even when he's not, he has plenty of time to throw it because his new offensive line is doing him wonders. And the coverage is, like, not good. I mean, we didn't just acquire 2 88-plus DBs or anything. No, totally not. Now for 6. They're still throwing it. Can we, like, catch the ball? We've had, like, 3 dropped pick sixes today. That's crazy. Just stop them to 3, please. Okay, it looks like they're probably going to run the ball. If they pass the ball, that's a problem because the entire box is stacked. Okay. Don't let them in. Jesus Christ. This has been a hard-to-watch game. These damn Watt brothers are, like, annoying. We had that stop, too. I feel like it's not the brightest idea to stack the box if they're going to throw it. And it actually worked, but then we couldn't finish them off. We're not out of it, but we are in a little bit of trouble. I'm not ready to call us frauds yet. At this point in the last quarter, we were winning with the ball. So, it's not over. Nick should have gotten JJ last year. Yeah, but, like, I'm not giving him for free. And JJ retired anyway. Yeah, this is going downhill quick. What happened? We were winning and we had the ball, and then TJ Watt went into zone. That was what ignited Dallas. That's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, right now I am kind of regretting not drafting TJ Watt. I won't lie. Chase Young's been fantastic this year. So, like, overall, I don't regret it, but for this game specifically, I do. Because TJ Watt, if not for him, I think we'd be winning. He was directly responsible not only for Dallas getting momentum, but he was directly responsible for the pick six. So, yeah, one more score and it turns into a simcast. I chose Chase Young over TJ Watt. Yes, I did, because Chase Young is young, and he's, like, going to be just as good, which he is. My thought process is proven to be correct. But the problem is today specifically, there's another drop pick six. Today specifically, yes, they're kicking. Good. This can, like, change our fortunes. Yeah, I picked Chase Young. Is he going to make that? Okay, no, it's short. Thank God. I picked Chase Young because I chase young children in real life. Okay, hopefully we can take advantage of Dallas's stupidity. Please. That's good. If we can score here, we can make it a one-score game. Octagonal, the mailman gaming. Hell yeah. You really think maybe all in wasn't the right term, but more like you had a clear direction of being a buyer. So all in probably wasn't the correct term. You're right. But you guys were buyers, put it that way. Did you get Not Gonna Lie Joe Brown? I don't know who Not Gonna Lie Joe Brown is, so no. I have Joe Mixon. Okay, we're moving the ball well. We have not moved the ball well since the first quarter. Thoughts on me getting rid of Chase Claypool? Embrace the tank, I guess. Yeah, all in is putting all your chips in, so I phrased it wrong. Flag, please be a DPI. That might be. Could also be a hold. Yes! DPI, first down. That is probably the right call. He did kind of like, they did kind of collide, like mid-route. So, yeah, that's probably the right call. Just go short. He was wide open. The one time I want Corral to check it down, he throws him into double coverage. Flag. That's probably going to be a hold. On Sam Cosme, and that'll back us up to the 18. Octa's using that SeatGeek money to pay the refs. Yeah, the refs are really helping us out. We're down by 14. I mean, I guess the refs haven't hurt us, but I feel like there are bigger issues right now than the officiating, at least on our side. Like our right tackle, and our defense was good. Now it's not. The offense has kind of forgotten how to play football too. Why are we running the ball? It's 3rd and 14. At the 14. Please don't kick. We're now by 14. If you kick, that's stupid. Why? Why are we kicking? Why would we run the ball and then kick? That's like some of the most conservative play calling I've ever seen. This game can be too aggressive sometimes, but that's just like stupid. There's 8 minutes. How is it? It's not a smart idea because we're not playing well. This means we have more ground to make up. It's the same amount of ground if we were down 21-7. A field goal and a touchdown is still not enough. So, it's kind of pointless. The ceiling of scoring there is a lot higher than the floor of not scoring a touchdown and still being down 21-7. So that's just like unnecessary. Ben Shapiro levels of conservatism. Exactly. Nick Adams would be so proud. Lane Johnson is hurt. That's something. Please tackle him. He did not tackle him. Yeah, our defense hasn't really done us any favors. We have been dropping interceptions and missing tackles, and when you do a lot of both of those, you're probably not going to win. So, 3rd and 2. Good play by Chase Young as he does not get anything. Might have lost a yard. Okay. We're still not out of it. If we can score here, we can put ourselves back in the game. Is that Chase Young in the zone? I hope it is. That'd be nice for the next drive. I mean, he got 1 TFL. I feel like that's not enough, but I'll take it. All right, we need a touchdown here. We've got 6-12. We've got enough time to conceivably do something. I want to hit that Cowboys offensive coordinator in the face. I want to hit our defensive coordinator in the face. Actually, it's not really his fault. It's more so the player's fault. It's not really the defensive coordinator's fault that we're dropping picks and missing tackles. So I guess it's more the players on our 90 overall loaded defense. Okay, that's fine. Would not mind a run here. Just get the first. Okay. That's good. Let's keep moving quickly. Would not mind to see some no huddles here because it's not like we have a ton of time left. What are you doing? What was that? I don't even know what to say that was. Jesus Christ. What was he trying to do? Good Lord. He's got 4 picks all year. Well, I think that just about does it, kids. I don't think there's any coming back from that. It's still a 2-score game, so we'll still watch. Oh, that's not Chase Young in the zone. That's one of the linebackers. I think that's Derwin. A Derwin fumble would be pretty nice. I wouldn't say those are Corral's true colors because 90% of games he's been really good. He just happened to lay an egg here. Which this was not the game to lay an egg, but it's just one game, so I wouldn't really worry about it. Stop injuring my players. How about no? How about we put a bounty on the whole team? 3rd and 1. I would not mind if they score here just to end our misery. They won't, and they're going to kick. So our misery doesn't end. Yay. We get to keep watching. Whoop-de-doo. Yes, Parsons is now a right end. Octi turns into Greg Williams. It's a video game, so I can do what I want. My coverage is also like Greg Williams that time against the Raiders when they just did not cover deep with 10 seconds to go and Henry Ruggs won the game. Remember that? That was funny. Don't Simcast. It's Sim Matt Corral. He'll come back. Sim Matt Corral is 0-2 in the playoffs, though. Those were both Simcast games. I feel like that kind of goes under the radar. We did not watch either of those games. The good old cover 0 people defense. My favorite. Matt Corral had such a good first quarter, too. I don't know what happened. TJ Watt had those 3 straight sacks, and then it all went downhill. The Jamal Adams effect. What did Jamal Adams do specifically wrong? He didn't drop any of the picks or miss any of the tackles. So he was one of the few players who did not, suck. All right, now we're at the 2-minute warning. Not looking good here for the Cincinnati Bengals, who trail 14. Okay, we stopped the clock. Another injured Cowboy. Does Dallas have 22 Anthony Davises on the field today? Why are we running the ball? We're down by 14. Why are we running the ball? What was that? I don't know what Matt is trying to cook, but he's kind of burning down the kitchen right now. Yeah, that's a great idea. Throw it into double coverage and put your receiver in a position to get smacked. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. Okay, I think at this point we can simcast. Yikes! That was bad. That was such a good first quarter. And then everything fell apart. Well, that was not pretty. And now I have lost 3 in a row to Nick. After all the times I beat him in OFL 20, I don't think I'm ever going to beat him again. So a good win here for Dallas. They're what, 10-2? I think? Yeah, they're good, in case you didn't know, kids. Joe Burrow is pretty good. As for Matty C, I would say by far the worst game of his career. He has not really had like an individually really bad game before until today. So hopefully he learns from it and improves. J.C. Latham, welcome to the Bengals. 3 sacks allowed. And he didn't even start. So that was ugly, but we're gonna move on, and we will take a look at the results here for the rest of the week. Who do we play next week? We play the Steelers. Yeah, we cannot lose that game. What happened to Titus Howard? He better not be out for a while. Oh, this was the injury from last week. Okay. Titus Howard is good, so that means we don't have to worry about J.C. Latham for the time being. All right, please go whoever is playing Baltimore. And whoever's playing Pittsburgh. And whoever's playing Memphis. The Bills beat the Jets 38-15. Yeah, I think the dreams of us getting the 1 seed is dead. So what the Bills do at this point doesn't really matter. Trevor Lawrence played well. Helped his MVP case again. 4 sacks for Von Miller. Has he broken the record yet? He's close. Broncos country. Let's ride. Okay, so the Snowhawks are still winless. Although I think the other game ended up winning. Thank God. So it doesn't really matter what the Snow... Here's this. If the Panthers lose, we can still simcast that game. Jaquan Hardy, the leading rusher out of Tiffin. Can't say I've ever heard of that school before. Let's go Tiffin. That's a score. The new look Chargers off to a pretty good start. They beat the Niners 45-7. So I see the Tyler Bass thing didn't really work out too well, did it? Actually, I guess it did because they lost. Anthony Walker had 3 picks. Wow, okay. Who do the Niners play the rest of the year? Who's getting 3 wins? The Jets, the Nighthawks, the Seahawks, the Desperados, and the Monarchs. This is a really easy schedule, too. Minus Seattle. So they could win some of these games. We want the Colts. They scored 13. That's the most since week 7. Progress. Still lost, but progress. Isaiah Thomas played well. The Commanders lose to the Eagles 31-25. Bryce Young played well. Macaroni and Cheese Man did too. CMC with a big game. How did Rashad Bateman do? Not a whole lot, actually. We had a trade switch. What? What the hell is a trade switch? Oh, you fixed your veto? Is that what you mean? You can switch the picks if it was a trade you already did. You'll have to put it in, though. But, yeah, that's fine. The Cougars, whoa, they beat the Golden Eagles. And they outscored them 22-0 in the 4th quarter. Hey, that's one way to do it. Imagine not... I just read imagine not having a bye week. I was very confused. Greg Dortch, 2 touchdowns, and they still lost. The Cowboys won. Yeah. The Desperados lose to the Dreadnoughts, 37-22. This was actually kind of an important game because both teams were 5-5. I can't see either winning the division, but this could be important for NFC wildcard implications. How did Tanner McKee beat us? Tanner McKee's low-key been, like, I know it's only 3 games, but he's been, like, kind of good. The Lions lose to Houston, 42-28. Lamar, that's a lot. I assume I know who's going to win Offensive Player of the Week. If not Lamar, it could be Christian Watson. Nice amount of yards, and he scored 4 times. Okay, well, this makes me feel a little bit better. The Monarchs lose to Seattle in overtime. Why are the Monarchs playing well? I mean, thanks for helping out our pick, I guess. At least one good thing happened this week. Whoa! Former Bengal Michael Thomas, hello! That looks like your NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And I was told he was not worth a second-round pick. Here we are. The Nighthawks lose to the Rams. Dak played well. Rams continuing to win some games. They started slow, but it looks like they will probably be at least a wild card team. Probably not anymore with how good Seattle has been. The Oilers won. The Orbits win again. They have won 4 in a row. Could they be a surprise wild card team in the AFC? Deshaun Watson, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks, 400 yards. Very Jameis Winston-esque stat line. Wow, Hollywood Brown. A lot of these receivers are having some wild games. 2 sacks for Metabuke and Zach Allen. The Panthers won! Oh my goodness, they won! They beat the Raiders! It happened! The Carolina Panthers have won a football game. They did it! It's like Mr. Rob's presence, right when he shows up. Oh, we'll start winning now. What happened to the Las Vegas Raiders? New England beat the Titans 28-24. 2 teams battling it out for probably wild card seeding. Probably the 2 best wild card teams in the AFC comfortably. At the moment, at least. So this game could actually be pretty important. The Raiders lost. They have lost 5 in a row. At least these are all like good teams. And they lose to the Panthers. The Ravens beat the Steelers. At least the Steelers lost, I guess. But now the Ravens are tied with us. But we beat them twice. So we're still in first place. But we have the same record as them. Imagine losing a division to Justin Fields, who completed 9 passes and played horribly. This team would be actually legitimately good if they had a quarterback. Seattle won. They still have not lost a sim game. The Snowhawks obviously lost. The Steamers lost. The Steelers lost. Texans won. Titans lost. Vikings had a bye week. Cool. Ooh, the playoff picture's open. Yeah, that's right, because we're in week 13. Players of the week, Mac Jones, Lamar Jackson, Sauce Gardner, and Anthony Walker. Let's take a look at the standings. Still no playoff spots clinched officially yet. Bengals and Ravens tied in the North. We do have the tiebreaker and a significantly better point differential, so we better hold on. The Texans are a game and a half ahead of the Oilers. Oh, wow, they're ahead of Tennessee now. I didn't even realize that. The Bills still lead the East, although look at the Orbits. They're playing some good football. And the Broncos lead the monstrosity of the AFC West. Detroit still leads the North. This division might be just as bad as the AFC West, minus the fact that there's no Snowhawks team here. In the South, the big storyline is that Carolina won a football game. Dallas is continuing to build on their lead in the East. They could clinch this division rather soon. And the Seattle's up by 3 in the West. So let's take a look at the playoff picture. This is what we've got currently. No real surprises here. But this is what we're looking at. Oh, wow, the Titans are not even in. I guess that makes sense. They are lower than the Oilers and Ravens. I didn't say your team wasn't good. I just said the division is not good. The division sucks. All right, so now that we are 100% officially watching maybe the game of the year, the 2 number 1 seeds, right? Yep. The Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. These have been the 2 best teams in the OFL this year. A potential OFL Bowl preview, second round. That implies we get to the second round. I don't know if that's going to happen. We got to get out of the first round before we get excited about the second round. Don't lump me and Troy in with the Snowhawks. Yeah, but you're in the division with the Snowhawks. There's 3 mediocre teams and 1 really bad team. So that makes the division pretty bad. Siri, give me a number between 1,100,012 and 1,100,013.
The answer is 1,100,012.
That would be Seattle. We do play Week 14. That's kind of an important game for seeding, assuming we hold on to the division, which is far from a guarantee. But regardless, that is a big game. Ooh, I know Nick asked about Dallas's injuries. I am kind of curious. What happened there? Oh, nothing. Everybody's good. Praying for the Bengals to fall out of the playoffs. I'd be surprised, but I suppose it's possible. Nick is a Troy Franklin hater. Well, anyone who's a hater of Troy Franklin, I'm a hater of them. Well, teams are officially out. Really, everybody who's, awful. The Snowhawks are out. The Panthers are out. Put it that way. Actually, I don't know if the Panthers are out. The Snowhawks are, though. Green versus red. Oh, I guess that actually would work. Hypothetically. That's the wrong controller. All blues, 90s helmets. Where are the all blues? I don't think it's going to be snowing, though. It's week 13. It's a little early for that. I guess it could, be possible. But we would have gotten, the snow storyline. As for Seattle, it wouldn't really make sense for you guys to wear blue, but you could do white, you could do gray, I know they have a gray in here, or the classic neon green. Or one of the throwbacks that, aren't blue. Those would work, too. Mr. Todd? Is Mr. Todd present? He was, 3 minutes ago. Oh, there he is. We'll go green. Perfect. So that'll bring us into Week 13. The 2 best teams in the OFL right now, the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. Trevor Lawrence and Patrick Mahomes, 2 legitimate MVP candidates. A very possible OFL Bowl matchup. Battling it out here in Buffalo. Are these the only 2 one-loss teams now? Houston has 2. The Golden Eagles have 2. Dallas has 2. So, yeah, I think these are the only 2 one-loss teams. The Bills are 11-1. I don't think they've had their bye week yet. While the Seahawks are 10-1. And to think we almost picked the Tank Bowl over this. To think some people wanted to watch the 2 worst teams play when the 2 best teams are playing. Thank goodness sanity prevailed. Although I guess it would have anyway because Carolina won, so now that game's like not as fun. No offense, but I want the 1 seed. None taken. I'm praying on your downfall too. I love the amount of hating. I think the one question I really have of this game is if Seattle's going to be able to contain this pass rush. Because the Bills have a whole lot of guys who can go after the quarterback. So, will Mahomes be able to handle the pressure, and will the blocking be able to stop him? How should I know if she wants me? Why are you asking me? I'm not the person to ask. I feel like I've said that like 12 times. But yeah, I'm not the person to ask. Hoping Mahomes looks like watch game. Matt Corral's not that bad in watch games. He just had one really bad game. One really, really bad game. Yeah, I need to stress that he was awful today. But that was one game. You're an adult. Therefore, you should know. Well, I don't know. Age is just a number. Didn't we talk about that with the I Chase Young Kids thing? Age is just a number. That could have been picked. If that was Sauce Gardner, that's a pick 6. Corral is better in sim, but he's not bad in watched. Minus today. Today, again, he was awful. I mean, yeah, he's better in sim, but he's not bad. Will Anderson and friends with the sack. Prison is just a room. Get in the room. Will Anderson does things. Will Anderson's good at things. So is Aiden Hutchinson, as he sends a lot of pressure there, and it's incomplete. I've got to say, these 2 jersey combos against each other, go off really well. All green versus all blue. I don't know. There's just something about the field that looks aesthetically pleasing. What a punt. Down at the 10. It's a lowercase what a punt, but it is still a what a punt. And here is the Bills' offense, featuring potential MVP frontrunner Trevor Lawrence. Yours truly. He's been really good this year. Really good. If I ever get arrested, can you make my mugshot the channel icon for a day? It depends on if the mugshot's good. Lamar Jackson also would be an MVP candidate. There's a lot of good front runners. It seemed like for a while there weren't many great candidates, but now it seems like there's 5 or 6 really good ones. Dak is in there. Corral was in there. I would have to take a look at the numbers and compare it to see if he still is. Mahomes, obviously. Vaughn and Myles Garrett, I still think would be MVP candidates. You have to win a watch game or you have to die. Your team is the same except you can pick any quarterback in the game. Who are you picking? That's a good question. I think I would pick Mahomes. As I say that, watch him throw 3 picks today and lose. That'd be funny. What if my mugshot is cold? Well, then you should probably heat it up. No, but if it's cold, we'll see. Wait, can we pick like any OFL quarterback all the time? Because my answer would change. I'm picking OFL 21 divisional round Alexei Smirnov. He ain't losing. I might have lost to Nick today, but at least I didn't lose a playoff game on a Hail Mary on a 4th and 12 where John Ross outran the entire defense. I've still got that going for me. I have to cope somehow. What if I got arrested on purpose? Well, then you would still have a mugshot, so it would still work, wouldn't it? That's going to be an illegal forward pass. And it's a touchdown for Goddard, but this one's not going to stand. He was past the line of scrimmage. JC is to protect Smirnov then. Well, if he's not playing TJ Watt, then it's probably fine. Oh, it's not an illegal throw downfield. It's an illegal man downfield. Trevor Lawrence looked like he was past the line of scrimmage. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's not much of a difference. But it looked like he was past the line of scrimmage, and they're calling it on Juergens. That's weird. Whatever. It's fine. The touchdown doesn't count. These Bills unis look like Florida unis. They kind of do, because the logo is like similarly shaped to the Gator, and it's like a similar blue. Although I guess the Gators don't have the Gator itself on their helmet, which they totally should. MVP Hector is best OFL. MVP Hector I don't think I would pick over Smirnov. Although MVP Hector was pretty good. He would also be a very acceptable answer to the watched game question. The red is also kind of orangey. That is true. Because they are like similar colors. They're in the same family. First source is Bucks won't re-sign Javon Carter. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, I would like genuinely take him on the Pistons. And he can bring Charles Lee with him, please. We cannot have Kevin Ollie run our team. For the love of Jesus. Where does Dan rank? Dan has to be high too. He was really good in watch games. I don't know if I pick him over Smirnov or Hector, but he's up there. Are you ready for Kevin Shasha Jr. to take over the league next year? Does that mean Aaron Rodgers is gone? Do I get to sign Aaron Rodgers again and trade him to another team for a first-round pick again? I will be happy to do that. Did I sign him to a 1 year? Yeah, I did. So I think I did. I don't know. Why wouldn't I? He definitely was signed to a 1 year. 3rd and 3. Incomplete. Good stop by Seattle. 3 good answers. OFL 21 Smirnov. OFL 21 Burrow's a good answer. He was also really good last year. Not so much this year. And then OFL 22 Russ. Also a very good answer. I think Hector and Dan belong in there too. I think I would probably pick Russ over them. Would I? I would pick Sim Russ over them for sure. Would I pick watched Russ over them? I don't think so. Because this is a watched game specifically. That was the question. If it includes Sim, Russell Wilson's at like the top of the list. He also might retire. He could. How old is he? 40? Yeah, I mean, I guess he could. You're right. If he doesn't, though, he's mine. I'm somehow going to have the money for this. I don't know how I have, like, a good amount of money. I was very smart with it early, and it's paying off, clearly. Watch Russ was elite. I remember Sim Russ being better, but I could be wrong. That'll wrap up the first. The Bills look good, but they're only up 3-0. So there's still a lot of time for Seattle to figure this out. Yeah, Dan versus the Shamrocks in the AFC Championship game. That might be the greatest performance in OFL history. I know Josh Allen's had multiple playoff games where he didn't throw an incompletion, and the game where he had a 0 passer rating at halftime. That was funny. But AFC Championship Dan was a different monster, and Lamar Jackson in that game was like equally as good. And of course, the Wizard Chiefs game last year in the divisional round in the snow, both quarterbacks in that game were absurd too. OFL 22, Jeff Sims. Jeff Sims was the most mid player, although he was kind of good at the end, wasn't he, with the Dolphins? Hector on 3rd and 20 with Mike Evans at wideout was the greatest athlete we've ever seen. I won't even argue that. Those two were nice. And then Hector got traded. Another stop. The Bills' defense looks good. Jeff Sims or Tim Robinson? I'm taking Jeff Sims. At least he was mid. That's better than bad. Good punt, though. Seattle's punter has been pretty good today. Not a punt, though. But still a good one. It's inside the 20. I pick Orr. That's a good answer. I'd probably pick Orr, too. I would pick OFL 23, Joe Burrow. Third and 10. Good throw by Trevor to keep the drive going. Dallas Goedert making some plays here with his new team. New-ish team. I mean, he's been here for a minute, but... Tim Robinson... Did Tim Robinson have, like, one good game and then was just, like, not good? He was, like, a 60 overall, so it shouldn't be a surprise. Look at Calvin go! Calvin Mentor takes it the distance for a touchdown. Ride him, horsey. Calvin Mentor's pretty good at this this football thing, in case you guys didn't know. He can play. OFL 23 Burrow, who just beat the Bengals. Yeah, that OFL 23 Burrow. Because he played well against, supposedly, what I thought was a good defense. Did you see that pass? I didn't see the throw specifically. Let me go back in the stream. Was it that crazy? He lofted that up beautifully. That was pretty nice. If I want my QB to scramble a little bit and toss the deep ball a good bit, I guess a spread offense with a pass-happy playbook, like the Bucs or something. If you want like a QB running playbook, Baltimore is your way to go. But that's more like QB runs and like design runs rather than scrambles and throws. I wouldn't say I don't trust the Seahawks in watched. I mean, by definition, they are sim merchants because they're 10-0 in sim, and they haven't won a watch game. And it's early here, but if they do lose here, they'd be 0-2 in watched. So I would still trust them to like an extent. But this is obviously not encouraging. I suppose Buffalo would work. I mean, in real life, their quarterback can run, and he can toss the deep ball a good bit. Cowboys might really be the best NFC team in watched. I mean, we've only watched Mexico once. Didn't they, like, need overtime to beat the Raiders? Stetson Bennett played well in that game, though. But, I mean, for right now, we've seen Dallas more, and Dallas has been consistently pretty good. Isn't Dallas 3-0 in watched? Oh, they got lucky with the Detroit game, but they beat the Eagles, and they beat us. So, yeah, I guess Dallas is the best NFC watch team right now. OFL 23 Seahawks are the OFL 22 Niners and watched. You might be onto something. Although the Niners weren't as good as Seattle. And the Niners were also watched a lot and lost every time for like 4 years. That was funny. Nickinator's teams in watch haven't really gotten much better, though, have they? They're 0-2 this year. I don't know exactly how they did last year. There's Calvin Mentor again. The Bills might be up by 3 scores soon. Can anybody beat this team? I don't know if anybody can beat this team. Again, it's early. It's only 10-0. I shouldn't really overreact. Did you say what I think you said? What? When's midseason re-signings? So the video itself for that was up yesterday. I should probably do a new video now that like players are on different teams. But that'll be open pretty soon. I heard something very, very bad. What? World needs a Buffalo-Dallas OFL wall. That would be kind of fun, I won't lie. It rhymes with Nickinator. Flickinator? That rhymes with Nickinator. That should have been intercepted. The Bills are lucky, but it will remain a two-score game. Don't say it, just think it. I don't get it. OFL 21 Mexico or OFL 22 Mexico? OFL 21 Mexico? The team with the championship? I'm picking them. Oh, I get it now. And that's what he heard. Okay. I got it now. Yeah, I get it. I won't say it, put it that way. Mahomes has thrown 10 passes and has 18 yards. I think I might have jinxed him when I said he was the quarterback I would pick for a watch game. Because he hasn't been too good today. It's nice having a ring. I don't know about that, Chief. Are the allegations true? I said Nickinator. I didn't say the other thing that you guys are suggesting. OFL 22 Mexico did not beat the Shamrocks for the OFL wall. I don't know what you're talking about. The OFL 22 Mexico was in the AFC with the Shamrocks. So I don't know how that could have happened. Make the Seahawks coach British. What? How does one make a coach British other than, like, being British? Here's a nice play for Seattle with some blocks all the way to the 12. That could have been a late hit, too. Michael Thomas, slant boy, what's he going to do? Yeah, Fernando Camarillo is not exactly a British name. Although I guess I've seen crazier. Y'all probably spoke too soon. I mean, I never said it was, like, over. And the Bills are still in a good spot. They're still up 13. Imagine pronouncing the L's. Well, wouldn't Camarillo be correct, or is it just Camarillo? I guess it could be Camarillo. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Jacoby Brissett Strada is the son of Mexican President Hector and NFL legend Jacoby Brissett. Well, how is that possible? I assumed you were straight. Did you have Roblox sex with Jacoby Brissett? And make a Roblox son? I don't even want to envision that. Oh my lord. It's Camarillo, not Camarillo. Learn Spanish, stupid. I just used Spanish Dictionary. Spanish Dictionary is a total savior. What a great website. Why do we kick? That's a good question. You guys had it at like the 1. The 2. Yeah, why did they kick? That was like when we kicked in our game, when we were down by 14. Although at least we had it at like the 13-yard line. Seattle had it at the 2. Biggest Bird was the greatest college player in the history of Wyoming. I don't think so, Chief. Because Wyoming isn't a real place. So therefore, Biggest Bird isn't a real person. You should try Roblox one day. I don't think I will. I don't want to learn Roblox from you. So I'll pass. Thanks for the offer, though. Actually, no thanks. I wish I didn't get it. Allowing 0 sacks in 4 years and got 90 sacks. Yeah, but here's the thing. It couldn't have happened because Wyoming's not a real place. So, yeah. The Bills are out of timeouts. No tank bowl. Thankfully, greater heads prevailed, and no. And plus, Carolina won last week, so now it's like not even fun. It would have been a little bit fun if both teams were winless. Can we do a PED system? I don't know how we would do a PED system. If what, like a 70-something overall player is really good? In that case, Sim Matt Corral needs to be suspended. As that'll wrap up the first half, the Bills are looking good. Certainly not over. But Buffalo looks strong. They lead 13-3. How'd you lose your phone? It's called Roblox sex. I doubt that's how he lost it, but I hope it is. Because then he would actually deserve it. We can test a little job. Yeah, but it's PEDs, not like... It's performance-enhancing drugs, not drugs that make you, like, stupid. If Wyoming is fake, where is Josh Allen from? Alright, let me give you a good answer. Josh Allen, where's the other school that he went to? Because he did not just go to Wyoming. Reedley Community College. That's your answer. That's where he went to school. And it's true, I'm not lying. Is that an illegal touching? He caught it out of bounds. How's that an illegal touching? How did he pull off a Karl Malone? He was never, like, inbounds. Oh, well. I've been to Wyoming. You've been inside the black hole? Montana isn't a real place. Probably not, but it's more real than Wyoming. There's Cookie. No, it's not Cookie. That's Goddard. He nearly got it. Wyoming is very real. You're very wrong. For all I know, you might not be a real person. So how am I supposed to believe that? Are you scared of Wyoming because it has a little apocalyptic volcano? No, I'm scared of it because it's one big black hole. That's worse than a tiny volcano. Yellowstone's in like the surrounding states. But not Wyoming. Wyoming's not real. Everything that they've told you is not true. Tariq won't lift the sack. All of your news sources are wrong. Fox News told me Wyoming doesn't exist. And so therefore, I believe it. For all I know, you're not real. Yeah, for all you know, I might not be real. I might be a big old NPC. Biggest Bird went to the College of Wyoming in Nebraska. Perfect. That would make sense. Is their rival the University of Indiana of Pennsylvania? Tucker Carlson got fired, which is a big W. A rare Fox News W, other than them probably thinking Wyoming doesn't exist, which is also a rare Fox News W. North Dakota was created by the government in the 50s in order to store all of their warheads. Yeah, but North Dakota had, like, Carson Wentz. They claim that Wyoming University is in Wyoming. It's just actually in Nebraska. Wyoming feels like a Nebraska school, so it makes sense. Carson who? Carson Wentz's pants. As it's intercepted. Speaking of Carson Wentz, the timing of that was so perfect. Because Carson Wentz would have so threw that pick too. Xavier Howard makes a play. North Dakota exists because of Carson Wentz. Yeah. Wyoming? No, Josh Allen's not from Wyoming. He's from Reedley Community College. Did we not already go over this? I never said Carson Wentz is better. Josh Allen went to Reedley Community College, and then he transferred to the University of Wyoming of Nebraska. He was born in Wyoming, the same town called Wyoming in Nebraska. What if I commit to... Did you have a stroke typing that out? That's a few too many letters, buddy. What if to be with you? I'd be a little bit concerned. I feel like you should make your decision not based off of me. But, I mean, I guess it is your decision. I can't really stop you. What would you do if Biggest Bird played for Oregon? Well, based on those numbers earlier, that means that Oregon football would be probably better and probably still find a way to lose a very winnable game in the month of November. Because that's just the Oregon way. How has Frank Jones done? I haven't even noticed him today, I'll be honest. So that's probably not a good thing. Biggest Bird doesn't lose. Well, if Biggest Bird makes the Ducks not lose, then I'm interested. Debo does not get it. Watch them kick again. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be a horrible choice because they're at the 4. But to be inside the 5 twice and only end up with 6 points does feel a little bit disappointing. But I guess in a vacuum, this call is better than the last time they kicked. Chet Mahone or Myles Garrett? Prime Chet Mahone was different. 34 refills of water, 104 high fives, and 29 pats on the back. Elite numbers. Simcast time. It's a 1-score game. I don't think it's Simcast time. Nice hit by 42. I don't know who 42 is, but that was a good hit. Now it's a 3rd and 2. If Seattle can get a stop here, then they can really put themselves back in the game. And I don't think Goddard's going to get it. Nope. If giving away your guinea pigs meant that the Lions will win a Super Bowl this season, would you do it? Absolutely not. No way. Because, I mean, for one thing, the Lions could win the Super Bowl anyway, but two, that's just, like, not worth it. Octi or Trevor Lawrence? I haven't thrown a pick today. Trevor Lawrence has, so me. Never thought I'd meet a famous person until Octi showed up in my life. Yeah, but, like, I'm not... I don't think I'm famous. I don't think you know what famous means. What if every single one of your teams win a championship? I would still say no. Michael Thomas is hurt. Oh no, he hurt his like pinky toe. Out for the year. Darn. Aw, shucks. Broken pinky toe. He might not even be available for the start of next year. I was testing Octi's character. Well, I passed the test. The offer could be to Thanos snap COVID, and I'm still keep... Exactly, I would keep mine pets too. Would you give up your guinea pigs for Roblox sex? So would I give up my children, essentially, for something that I do not want? Because I'm not a loser. So I'm going to say no. That seems like a lose-lose deal. I get something I don't want, and I give something important away. Or someone's important, I should say. So I'm going to decline and not consider that. Did you just call Roblox sex a loser? You're damn right I did. And, yeah. That's all I have to say about that. Michael Thomas is really the Kawhi. Michael Thomas didn't lead his team to a championship, damn it. Third and 3. They didn't get it. They should go for it, though. It's 4th and 1. You're past midfield. Put it this way. Me and my fiance both love our dogs more than each other because they're our children. That means you two both have your priorities in order. So, W family. In terms of injuries. I mean, Kawhi's injuries were, like, kind of serious. Michael Thomas literally had, like, a minorly injured toe. And he missed, like, the entire year. Me and Todd are making a rap group to rival the Migos. Who wants to join us? Not me. Could have said Paul George. Yeah, but that would also be disrespectful to Paul George. Because he's better than Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas won a championship, but he didn't lead a team to one. Kawhi did. Let's say I gave your fiancé a child by getting you pregnant. What? How does that make sense? I mean, you can do what you want. Nice act by Harold Landry. You can do what you want, but... Oh well. Has Paul George led the league in anything ever? No. He's never been the best player in the league before. But he's also been an all-star for, like, an all-star level player for a decade. I'd call the police. That's a good answer. Yes, I know Michael Thomas won. Why are they kicking? What is Seattle's obsession with kicking? It's like the actual Seahawks' obsession of drafting running backs. I mean, he made the kick, so I guess I shouldn't really be talking, but I don't get that. Whatever, he made the kick. Let's say you consented. Why would he consent to do it with you? Of all people. That'll make me a Karl Malone regen. Exactly. Yeah. Hector's a child. Todd isn't. It's Karl Malone, but instead of doing it with a child girl, he did it with a child boy. I'm very mature. Yeah, but you're still a child, by definition. You can be as mature as you want, but you're still a child. Being a child's not like an objective thing. It's like a fact. That's going to be a DPI. Simcast, I need to touch grass. DJ Reed! DJ Reed, what a guy. DJ Reed should also touch some grass after that. Well, if this stream is stopping you from touching grass, then I don't know what to tell you. Then go find a stoner girl to break the law with. I thought Todd was a stoner girl. That's why Hector was interested. Isn't the age of consent in Japan like 12? I would hope not. That's disgusting. Nice catch. Bills get the first down. All they got to do is chew some clock, and they should be fine. But their offense hasn't necessarily lit the world on fire. It's 14 in one province, 18 elsewhere. Does that other province not realize how much they're like different? My neo-Nazi, fascist, imperialist parents haven't forced me to shower in a while. That shouldn't be something you're forced to do. I feel like you should just do it. That's just my opinion. 3rd and 1, another conversion. I think that's Calvin. It is. The Bills are in a good spot, as that'll get us to the 2-minute warning. Seattle does have all their timeouts. They also don't lose their virginity till like 25. Even though the age of consent is low. So that means most of them like actually have morals. Not to say like you have to start at 25 and not younger, but like the 14-year-olds aren't doing anything with like grown adults. So translation, you're just an incel and they haven't found the piss jugs yet. Yeah, that seems spot on. Seattle's out of timeouts. Bills get the first down. That means this game is over. So Buffalo survived. Seattle gave a nice push at the end. But their refusal to score touchdowns kind of costed them in the end. So the Bills win it. They are now 12-1. Continuing to get themselves closer to the number 1 seed. While Seattle is 10-0 in sim and 0-2 in watched. Trevor Lawrence played well. Mahomes was... Debo played well. He was better than Zeke, I guess. Goddard was impressive. Calvin mentored some nice plays. Bills obviously sent pressure, as expected. So I think I have to put in the Cole Kmet trade, and then we can sim. And the new Ryan Jensen trade. Although neither person has agreed. Hector, you should probably agree to your trade now, if you want me to put it in. And I don't know if Mr. Rob is still here, but if he is, you should probably agree to that now. Forgot to send my GGs. Well, GG to you as well, sir. What trade? The Cole Kmet trade was vetoed, so it's being fixed. So, I mean, you don't have to technically accept it, but if you want to, you should probably do that now. I agree, but to what? It's in pending trades. Just it'll be right there. Or I'll put this trade on screen for you. How about that? It's, where's Broderick? Where the hell is Broderick? Oh, where's Broderick? If he's in free agency, I'll sign him to the Steamers because there's a chance like the roster cuts didn't happen or they did happen and he didn't do them right. But technically, he's trading 2 players for 1 here, so it'd be fine. Oh, he's the top player here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Kids, you should make your roster cuts though. So yeah, I can do cap at the end. Although this year's cap space, now that the trade deadline's passed, this year's cap number doesn't really matter that much. It's more so next year's number that's like important. For Mr. Komet. And this is the only trade I can do since Mr. Rob hasn't technically accepted the Ryan Jensen deal yet. So that would have to wait until later. I'm going to double check that the depth charts did not completely revert themselves. So I know an easy way to check this. There we go. This game is annoying. I unagree. Why? I'll make sure Komet's the starter, but he probably would be already. But I can double check. Yeah, well, we can do all of injuries at the end. Okay, Cole Komet's good. And let's do what Hector needs here with this game being dumb. That's the wrong one. No, I want running back. While we wait, how is everybody's day? I'm going to trade my first round pick next year for Doofenshmirtz. That would imply that he'd be willing to trade Doofenshmirtz. Aaron Banks is gone, so I assume Ryan Bates is fine. I worked all day and I hate the elderly. That's fun. My day was inexplicably great. My day sucks. Oh, wow, that's quite the difference. Hung out with your brother and nephew. That's fun. I contemplated locking myself in a chamber. Well, I don't recommend that. Quentin Williams is hurt, I think. Yeah, that's why he's not starting. That should be Booty. Yours was fine. That sounds better than Shiesty's, so I guess that's good. Mine was fine, minus the fact that Matt Corral looks like a fraud on basically national television. That's not fun. But other than that, I would say it was pretty good. So far. It's still 7 o'clock. Day's not over. Okay, we're good. Why is Justin Taylor a 90? He's not. I don't know what you saw. He's a 73 there. He's a 66 there. I think his regular rating's like an 81. Yeah. Please don't lose to the Steelers. Please. I beg. All right, who do we use her again? We used her We used the Bills, right? I think we did. So that means our game's will be like the last one that we see. Yay. The Broncos beat the Steamers 31-28. Did we use your Seattle? Okay, well, I guess we'll see this first, and then we can go back to Seattle. Calvin Austin with a nice game. Was Calvin Austin on the Steamers at one point, or am I wrong? I might be wrong. I knew he was somewhere else. Oh boy, who's ready for the Tank Bowl? The Panthers win the Tank Bowl. They go 2-0 today. So Portland remains winless, and Carolina went undefeated in today's stream. How about that? Portland has their own pick, right? I don't think they did last year. They better hope they had their own pick. Is this the week I finally get a job? I don't know, is it? Oh, I thought you meant like a real job, like a coaching job. Oh, thank God. Whew, in overtime too. I mean, I guess it could be. I don't know. There's no one who we're looking to replace. Matt Corral played well. That pleases me. Matt Corral played well, and we won. I'm happy. Today was a good day. Raheem Axon did something. I didn't notice him at all in the Dallas game. Sam Cosme, 3 sacks. Yuck. That's not good. Samson Ebukam had the 3 sacks. But good win. That means we're still in first place of the division no matter what. Texans beat the Colts 24-17. Colts are still... I'd rather him be a sim game merchant than bad. So, yeah, that's not helpful for the playoffs, but that helps. Whoa, Sean Tucker, hello. I'm pleased. As long as we get into the playoffs, you never really know what can happen. So being a sim game merchant is not the worst thing in the world. 85% of the regular season games are going to be simcasts. Wow, the Titans have lost 4 in a row. What is happening here? I mean, I get there's 3 good teams here and the Monarchs. This time they lose to Detroit. Maybe the Bengals' O-line stinks. It does. I've tried to build up a good offensive line. My offensive line proves exactly why a good offensive line does not matter in this game. My offensive line was better last year, and it was even worse last year, too. That's the weird part. It's better this year. And on paper, it's worse because we don't have Quentin Nelson. Minnesota beats the Explorers 30-24. The Explorers now have the same record as Carolina, and they don't have their draft pick. I think the Texans do. So Houston's probably going to have a pretty high pick. Probably. They definitely will. What am I saying probably for? It's week 13. Obviously, at this point they will. The Chargers, they're playing some good football. They win 3 in a row. This time they beat the Desperados. Their offense is scoring a lot of points. Oh dear, Kyler got hurt. Will Levis had to come in, and he wasn't, like, horrible. He wasn't as good as Aaron Rodgers, though. Couldn't see what Trotter did. I think Trotter had a pick. I don't know what else he did. Stephon Diggs, continuing to be probably the best receiver in the league. The Colts lost. The Commanders, this is week 13. Yeah, they played and won. Jalen Hurts was not great, throwing 3 picks. So who's the 1 seed? It could be Seattle. It could be Dallas. It could be you. Dallas has a bye week, so Seattle and Dallas is the same. And then if you win, then I don't know who it would be. The Cougars beat the Eagles. The Tanner McKee thing is kind of working out. He's been really good. Bryce Young also plays well. Rashad Bateman, good to see him playing well. What's the Cougars' record with Tanner McKee? They're 4-0. That QB switch clearly did something. Dallas had a bye week. Desperados lost. Dreadnoughts lost. Eagles lost. Explorers lost. Niners had a bye week. Okay, the Golden Eagles had a bye week, so it's a three-way tie. Did have any of you guys played each other? The Golden Eagles did not play either Dallas or Minnesota. Don't they play Dallas like week 17? Yeah. Did I say Minnesota? I meant Seattle. And does Dallas have Seattle by chance? They don't. Okay. So Seattle doesn't play anybody, and the Golden Eagles play Dallas late. The Jets. How many teams have bye weeks? Good Lord. The Monarchs lose. Yay, our draft pick gets better as they go 0-2 today. I'm going to have a lot of teams to root against next year with all my picks. Goodness. It's a very good problem to have. Oilers stats. We're not at the stats part yet. Hold your horses. The Nighthawks lose to the Streaking Orbits, who have won 5 in a row. Are the Rams good? They are pretty good. I think it might be a little too late for them to win the division, but they're only 2 back. It's possible. With 5 weeks to go, they could make that up, maybe. The Oilers beat New England, so the Oilers are probably the 5 seed now. Pemberjack might finally have himself a playoff team. The Raiders lose to the Ravens. That is not good. So us and Baltimore still have the same record. We still have the tiebreaker, but that's not ideal. Wow, the Raiders have just fallen off a cliff. What happened to them? We're probably going to have time for one of either stats or hidden devs today. Which would you guys rather? I think that's everybody, yeah. Players of the week: Tua, Deshaun Watson, Shaq Thompson, and Samson Ebukam. I'm pretty sure all 4 of those players lost. I could be wrong, but I think they all lost. Stats, devs, both. Both was not a voting choice. Fine with either. So it's 2-1. If it's a tie, we'll have Siri pick. So in the AFC North, the Bengals and Ravens both won. It seems like it's a 2-way race at this point. The Steelers and Steamers have kind of fallen out of it. The Texans still lead the South. The Bills are pretty close to clinching the East. They could do that this week with a win and Patriots loss. The Broncos still lead the West. The Raiders are kind of falling out of the race. It's really 2 with Denver and the Chargers, while Portland is 5 games away from history. In the NFC North, Detroit is still a game ahead of Minnesota. Oh, the Vikings did win this week. Okay. The Golden Eagles are still pretty close to clinching the South with a win and Dreadnought's loss. They would do it. Dallas is actually pretty close to clinching the East. They're 3 games ahead of the Cougars and the Eagles. And Seattle's 2 ahead of the Rams. So how many divisions are really close? Ours is super close. The West is super close. NFC North is within a game, and that's about it. Weren't like all the divisions clinched during Week 18 last year? I think. I could be wrong. Oh, let's look at the playoff picture first. What am I thinking? There's another vote for Debs. We're tied at 2. All right, any big? How are the Oilers 7? I thought they were like 5 now. I guess my math ain't mathin'. But the games are very similar to what it would have been last week. All right, let's compare. How many differences are there? The only difference is that Dallas and Seattle have swapped, and then the Eagles and the Cougars have swapped. That's the only difference from last week. The AFC is the entire same, and the NFC with a few small changes. If we do devs, we would probably not start off next stream with stats because we would go over those at the end anyway. And I think next stream might be our 4-weeker, where we go through 4 weeks. So how many games do we have week 14 that we're going to like? This game might not be bad. That game's not bad. Oh, maybe the Raiders are going to lose to another winless team. That would be hilarious. This is low-key interesting. I don't think we've watched either team yet. This is also interesting. Both teams right on the outside. This is a good game. This is a good game. This is a very good game. Although I don't know if I want to watch the Bengals again after this monstrosity. Week 15, that's not bad. That's not bad. Houston versus Houston. That's not bad. That's a good game. This is a good game. That's a good game. That's kind of good. That's also a big game in the NFC North. Week 16. That's a good game. That's not horrible. That's pretty good. That's not bad. That's a good game. As is that. And then week 17. That's a good game. Although the Bills will probably have the division clinch, but that's still a good game. That's a good game. That's an interesting game if Washington's still alive. Oh, we play Portland still. Thank God. That's a very good game. That could be interesting if the Raiders figure some things out, but at this point I don't think they will. That's a pretty good game. And that's pretty good too. Alright, another vote for Devs. It looks like Dev wins. And we'll show the stats, obviously, like normal next stream and going forward like usual. So who do we want to start with? First person to say stop in the chat is when I will stop. Stop from Little Jaw. The Niners. They might have a few. We'll start with Cut Loose Footloose. Start. Okay. Cocky Butt Cannon. I'm curious about this one. How does he have 21 snaps? He started like 7 games. What? How would he have 21 snaps? Maybe 21 with the Niners. Is when a player is traded, do their like snaps like reset? I didn't know that. Why don't we put our teams in the chat? Because we want to look at everybody's devs. That's the whole point. Cocky as star. I kind of expected that. What about Mason Smith with 2 A's? Normal. JT Tuiomoluau. This might be a good one. Superstar, our first of the day. Anybody else? I don't think so. The Golden Eagles. Justin Taylor, superstar. What does Hectavius have? Normal. What about Booty? Oh, Booty is X Factor. We already know that because we gave it to him on draft night. I might have not changed it, though. Oh, no, he does. Okay, never mind. The Jets, JoJo Early. I think I saw this one. He is star. Drake May, superstar. How many other hidden? I know they had the tight end, Rivaldo. He is star. If there's any hiddens on your team that I may miss, you can feel free to point them out. Detroit, they'll have a few. Smile Mondon Jr. That's a name. He only has normal. Jackson Powers Johnson. Let's go Ducks. JPJ has star. No X Factors yet, other than Booty, which we already know. I feel like that could change here with Detroit, though. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Star. Why is Powers not starting? He should be starting. Unless Madden reset the depth chart. Kool-Aid McKinstry, Superstar. Caleb Williams, Superstar X Factor. Is there anybody else? I don't think so. So we have our first X Factor with the #1 pick. I'll bring us to the Monarchs. Ja'Cory Brooks. That's normal. Who's Gus? I don't know who Gus is. Gus McGinnis. Who is Gus McGinnis? Oh, this gentleman. Gus has star. The Nighthawks. Would any of these players have a dev? Dontavius Brown probably does. He is star. All 265 pounds of him. Does Kingsley have a dev? Kingsley Sui Matia does not have a dev. Dallas Turner probably does. I think I scouted him fully. I might be wrong. But he is star. Jordan Hancock, normal. And that would probably be it. The Orbit, Scooby-Doo, Scooby Williams, star. Zeke Rose. Star. Cedric Johnson. Normal. Aiden Turkey. Gobble Gobble. Star. And that's probably it. The Panthers. Quinn Ewers. Normal. He is normal and his team sucks. I mean, they won twice today. Chris Hilton Jr. Normal. Monkel Goodwine. That's a name. Normal. New England. Nolan Rucci. Normal. Troy Fautanu. Fautanu is probably the right way to say it. What does Troy have? He is star. And a funky helmet. The Raiders. Oh, they're going to have plenty. We'll start with Devon Payne Jr. Star. I have a feeling we'll see some big ones here for them, though. What about Donovan Jackson? Star. Marvin Harrison Jr., Superstar X Factor. There's our second one. Ja'Cory Jones has a star. Travion Henderson. Star. Makai Wingo. He is star. Half their team is like 21. That's insane. Taz Mego has star. I feel like we already knew that one. And that's probably about it. The Rams. Ash Cannon Jr. has normal. And I don't know if they would have anyone else who would have hit him. The Ravens. Lawrence Seymour, superstar. I think that'd probably be it, because they had like 2 picks. Seattle. Denzel Burke. We already did the Monarchs. We're going in order. Burke has normal. Which team has Shrek? I don't even remember who has Shrek. Corey Kiner has normal. The Snowhawks need something good to come out of this season. They've got to have the Devon here somewhere. Dakota Jones, star. And bad. Ruben Fathery II. That's a name. Star. What does Jaheim Bell have? Normal. The Steamers. Leonard Taylor is normal. Seth Ryan and DJ is in DJ Turner. DJ Turner is not a rookie. But what about Sage Ryan? He is star. Yeah, DJ's in his 2nd year. Unless there's another DJ. Oh, DJ Uyunglele. How can I forget him? He is star. Why was I thinking DJ Turner when they have my guy? Silly me. The Steelers. There's a lot of players to remember in my defense. Let's see what Keyshawn Silver has. Start. I think there's only 2 X Factors so far. And they were both like super high picks. Barrett Carter has normal. Kamar Wheaton has normal. Lance Spurlock VII. Would I want him in the offseason? I sure would. Lance has star. Tyler Van Dyke better not have a dev. Good. Although, to be fair, he has Mario Cristobal as his coach. So, I see why he would struggle. The Oilers of Shrek. We already did the Oilers. Did we not? Yeah, we definitely did the Oilers. Shrek, 30 years old. 6'6", 300 pounds. He's not very green. But he does have superstar. Houston. Power Eccles. Has star. And a cool name, Power. Shamar Turner has normal. Jatavian Sanders has normal. There's our king, Mr. Tucker. The Titans, Braylon Allen, I think, has normal. They got his age wrong. He's still 17. I hope that becomes the new, like, Jason Tatum is 19 thing. Xavier Worthy only has normal. Does J.J. McCarthy have a dev? I would hope not. Olu Fashanu has superstar. Terrence Lewis is normal. Should I reveal the number of X Factors? Yes, give us a number. We're only at 2. That'll bring us to the Bengals. We've got quite a few. We'll start with Jack Howell. Star. Boring. Terrion Arnold is normal. Corey Foreman has star. I think I fully scouted him. There's only 3. Okay. I hope Doug Edwards the other one. Doug is a dev, right? I know J.C. Latham doesn't. He is normal. Brock Bowers has superstar. Let's see what Dougie has. I feel like Drake May's the only superstar. We've passed like 6. Doug only has star. Rip. He's the only superstar on your team. Frank Gore. We saw his, right? Doesn't he have star? What about Raheem Axon? I think he is star. I think I found this out from somebody after the draft. Yeah, he is star. And I don't think I have any others. Tatum Bethune is normal. The Bills. Elliot Donald. If he's an X Factor, I swear. The Bills don't need another one. They already have like 12 on their defensive line. Okay, he is star. Good. Gavin Bartholomew. Star. Tristan Lee. Or Lehigh. That's definitely not Lehigh. There'd be an H. Is it just Lee? How does one say that? James Williams, I think didn't I scout his dev? He is normal. Cookie Carlisle is a dev. Is he the last one? Yeah, he'd be the last one. Lay would make sense, I guess. Lehigh. Cookie as star. The Broncos country. That's right. Cameron Kitchens is normal. Peyton Page. Normal. This team does not have a lot of rookies. Okay, I guess they have none. The Chargers, Giovanni El Hadi. What if the last X Factor is like someone who's like totally random? Like some random backup. Giovanni has star, so it's not him. Although he's not a backup. But, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Jacalen Johnson has normal. What if Kevin Shasha had the dev? That'd be funny. No, he is star. Troy is normal. Does Donovan Edwards have a dev? Nope. Anybody else here? I don't believe so. The Colts. L.J. Johnson Jr. has normal. Jack Sawyer is normal. I fully scouted him. Emeka Ibuka probably has a dev. He is star. And that's probably it. The Commanders. It looks like they don't have a lot of rookies. The Cougars. Tunmis Adelaide has normal. The Cowboys. Derek Davis Jr. has normal. Armani Goodwin is hidden. I know that. What does Mr. Goodwin have? Star. And they didn't have many rookies. Looks like we have 4 more to go. The Desperados. And we're expecting one more X Factor to appear. Could it be Donovan McMillan? It is not. He is star. It could be CEO. It might be. Could it be Jason Marshall? No. Isn't CEO on this team? It's not Landon Jackson. What about Marius Mims? I can give you guys a fourth. Oh, wait, no. Booty has X Factor. It's Booty. I forgot about Booty. It's Booty, Caleb Williams, and Marvin Harrison, unless there's one more. We can do a fourth if you want to play a game. Oh, what does this entail? Will Shipley. Didn't we see this one in the VC? Doesn't he have star? Yeah. Here's Mr. CEO of Sex, not including Booty. Okay. Yeah, CEO has X Factor, so that's 4. Cade Denhoff, normal. Mike Oxmall, superstar. He's played like one, too. The Eagles. Dixie Normus has normal. Did I say he's from Friends University? Is he a Friends University alum? Where'd he go? No, he's from Elon. If you guys pick a number between 1 and 220, I'll tell you guys which players get moved up to X. What? Which players move up? What does that entail? 69? I'm confused. Where is this going? Edmonds. Kamaro Edmonds has normal. What does Shedeur Sanders have? Why is he wearing 36? Shedeur has star. And that's about it, because this is the last team. Is Popsicle the rookie this year? Yes. Does he have the dev? Yes. Whichever number matches that on my spreadsheet. Oh. So, like, do we each pick a number, or do we have to agree to one? I'm confused. What is happening? Agree. Do we all agree with 69? I say 8. What's special about 89? '69's cooler. Alright, we agree to 69. Prayer circle. The player is Bo Nix. We want Bo. We want Bo. I should change Derwin's number. That looks horrible. Number 4 goes hard on him. We're rocking with 4. Wow. Wow what? A lowercase wow, so it can't be that cool. What would you do if Bo went up to X? Not much, because it's not like he would start. But that'd still be pretty cool. Is Olu Fashanu? Well, he already has superstar, and X factors don't really matter for offensive linemen. So what are we supposed to do? This is like the one player it doesn't help. What are we supposed to do? It's not that like a dev up wouldn't help linemen; it just wouldn't help Fashanu because he already has superstar. All right, instead of 69, we'll do 69 backwards. What about 96? You guys played my game. Yeah? I don't. I know. What? We should do. Well, wouldn't it like. If we land on a random player, it doesn't mean they'd be a superstar. It could be anybody. Fashanu just happened to have superstar already. If we land on an X Factor, should we move him back to normal? Right guard, Dylan Fairchild. Couldn't tell you what team he's on. Are we just upping them by one, or are we upping them to X Factor? Because again, I mean, I guess that would help an offensive lineman. Guy's not even on. Oh, there he is. They needed a bone thrown for them. They did need a bone. So are we moving him up one, or are we giving him superstar? How are we doing this? I said X. Okay, fair enough. Dylan Fairchild. Superstar X Factor offensive lineman. Even though, again, he's an offensive lineman, but it does help him. So he's now a superstar. And he doesn't have any abilities for a while, but he'll take it. It doesn't help that he's an X Factor, but he went from a normal to a superstar, so that still helps him. So I think that covers it. We went through standings, injuries, stats. I think that does it. So the plan is the next stream will be the 4-weeker, most likely. When that will be, I have not decided yet. We'll figure that out. But yeah, that'll do it. Peace out.